Good morning, lovelies. ZoëTwoDots here with some more Pokemon Go goodness for you. And today we're going to do a quick little speedy-weedy run through the month of August. How is it already August? That's concerning. But we're doing another one of our little visual guides to the month. I'm going to keep it nice and short and sweet and as to the point as I can get. Just to give you guys a rundown of what to expect for this month, we've got the 3 weeks of the Ultra Unlock bonuses. We've just had our spotlight hours, our Tuesday spotlight hours confirmed what the Pokemon and the bonuses are, and my thoughts for Com Day and for the raid hours and what they might be. Com Day we know, but the raid hours we're guessing. There's going to be a lot of spice and other things coming out for this. If you want the full text breakdown, I will have that linked in the description as well, but I kind of make these videos so that we can have a visual look at the month for people, you guys that are like me and want to see things just kind of put on a calendar so I don't get confused by walls of text. Literally, even in making this calendar, I had to go back 3 times to the text because I missed 3 really critical Pokemon for this announcement. So let's jump straight in. First things first, here is the overview for the month. I have color coordinated the alternating weeks. So the Dragon Week, the Enigma Week, and the Unova Week. Each of these 7-day events has its own little spice and theme and feature Pokemon. Please keep in mind here the time noted for Dragon Week, Enigma Week, and the Unova Week are all set for 1 p.m, but that is 1 p.m. PDT, Pacific Daylight Time. That is, USA, San Francisco time. This will be a different time of day or a different day entirely if you're around the world. So for example, for me in Australia, in the Sydney AEST time zone, it will actually be the Saturday morning at 6 a.m, I'm pretty sure. So keep that in mind. I just put the time zones here for those ones in their PDT because that's the announcement, but be sure to convert that for yourself. Additionally here, I've got all of the raid bonus hours in the lime green and the raid hours on Wednesday nights in purple. So first things first, it is Dragon Week happening right now. So get out there, or it will be. I mean, this is pre-recorded, so is it good? Is the event any good? I hope so. But Dragon Week, we got here starting on Friday the 31st, 1 p.m. PDT, and running all the way through until the 7th at 1 p.m. PDT. So all these weekly events are swapping at the 1 p.m. time slot PDT. So for Dragon Week, as the name kind of says, we're going to have a bunch more Dragon-type Pokemon spawning in the wild, in raids, and in eggs. So in the wild, we can expect things like Alolan Exeggutor, can be shiny, Horsea, Dratini, Trapinch, again, all can be shiny, Swablu, Bagon, all can be shiny. And if you are lucky, key phrasing here, if you are lucky, Gible. So Gible in the wild, I'm going to say given by this likely increased from what it is, which is stupid rare, to be, slightly stupid rare. Hot tip here would be if you have got a friend who maybe quit the game and things like that and they haven't caught a Gible, go play with them, because people who haven't caught a certain Pokemon, it'll pop up as a shadow on their nearby, and you can use that friend as a bit of a treasure tracker to find Gibles, Dinos, whatever might be happening in the wild, because they don't have that Pokemon. Keep in mind, if your friend hasn't caught a Snivy, that'll also be, shadows taking up space on your nearby. But if you've got a friend who doesn't play much anymore, you can use them as a bit of a homing beacon or a dowsing rod to find shadow, Pokemon they haven't registered to the Dex yet, which are likely rarer Pokemon. Hatching from 7k eggs, we're gonna have Horsea, Dratini, Trapinch, Swablu, Bagon, full stop. Next sentence, Gible and Deino as well in the 7Ks, again, if you are lucky. I'm really, really hoping that this isn't stupidly rare. I am not keen for another 1% or 2% hatch chance thing here. So as you guys know, I'm a bit of an egg fiend. I'm gonna hatch a bunch of eggs, and I'll have my video up as fast as I can for you guys, or it might already be up, to kind of give you guys a bit of a flavor of what to expect. For this event as well, Deino will be our new shiny, so this little emo fringed dragon is going to be our new shiny Pokemon available. So it'll be in 7km eggs, but also in special research, timed research. In that timed research as well, you will be able to encounter 2 Deino. 2 chances at least, and at least the research is, if you get it done, it's a guaranteed encounter. We'll have Rayquaza in 5-star raids, it can be shiny, and we can do remote raids as well. So if you don't have this one in the Pokédex, reach out now, squad up with, city players or people that have access to gyms, join the Discords, things like that. Get yourself a city buddy and do some raids with them remotely. So making our way through Dragon Week and over to the Tuesdays, so still part of Dragon Week. The Tuesday's bonus hour is going to be Horsea, can be shiny, and 2 times Catch Candy. That is 6 p.m. your local time on Tuesday. For Wednesday, the raid hour, I've put aside here, they haven't specifically said what our raid boss will be for that, but if I was going to be, having a guess at that, unless we get a monthly feature Pokemon, my guess would be that it will just be the Rayquaza. Rayquaza is our feature for the Dragon Week, so my my guess would be Rayquaza, or maybe a mix of the dragon raids that are happening. Going then into the Friday for Enigma Week to start. So Enigma Week has got, again, a bit of spice. Keep in mind as well for, you know, the Aussies, the New Zealanders, and, you know, people on our side of the world, this will be starting on the Com Day. So as you guys can see here, Community Day will be Saturday the 8th from 11 AM to 5 PM. And depending again on your, you know, time of day, time zone, your Enigma Week will start a couple of hours before or like right on Community Day as well. So keep that in mind, they will overlap. For Enigma Week, the following Pokemon will be appearing more frequently in the wild, and they are Staryu, Jigglypuff, Clefairy, Lunatone, Solrock, Baltoy, Bronzor, and Elgyem, the little grey alien looking dude. Has some evolves, looks pretty cute. All of the previously mentioned ones beside Elgyem can be shiny, with Staryu being our new shiny for this event. Or one of. In 7K eggs, we will have Cleffa, Lunatone, Solrock, Igglybuff, and Elgyem. I've never had to say that one out loud. Elgyem, eh? The following Pokemon will be in raids: Bronzong, Claydol, Elgyem, and unknown letters spelling out ULTRNA. So unknown ULTRNA in raids. I don't know if they'll be shiny available, maybe? Shiny Unknown was dropped for Pokemon Go Fest, you know, this weekend just passed. So perhaps these letters will be shiny available too. I have no idea. But if you are someone who is lacking an Unknown in your life, that's how we're gonna get it, in raids. I can't imagine it being a particularly difficult raid or being more than like a level 1 or 2, so you should be able to solo it. You know, correct me if I'm wrong in the future, but it'll be a nice little Pokédex entry for a lot of people. We will also have Normal Forme Deoxys appearing in raids, and it's gonna be shiny or available as shiny. So nice, it's a pretty like statement piece shiny, not a bad looking one at all. So key highlights for Enigma Week, I would say Shiny Deoxys, Shiny Staryu are both new, and then Elgyem, a new Unova Pokemon. As I mentioned before, the Saturday through this week as well has got the Community Day, and that Community Day Pokemon is Magikarp. Now, before we all get a little bit salty, if you are someone who was going to be Camp Salty, you know, it's not that big of a deal. It's triple Stardust. So for me, they could be spawning a kick in the pants for Com Day, but as long as there's triple Stardust, I'm keen. It's an easy to catch Pokemon, it's low CP, and triple Stardust means we can just farm a bunch of dust to spend on all the ones that you love. Additionally, it is one that needs a lot of candy to evolve, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of lovelies that don't have one evolved or multiples evolved, or maybe not enough candy to evolve their shiny one. So grab some of that. Plus Gyarados does have a Mega evolution, so this might be getting us geared up towards Megas later in the year. Or soon in the year, I don't know when Megas are coming. But either way, grab yourself a bunch of candies and get ready, you know, put aside your potential Mega. Following through the Enigma Week, we get to the Tuesday. We're gonna be having the bonus hour for Sableye, which is an absolute pest to catch. So I guess keep that in mind for that Tuesday. And double transfer candy, my favorite. I've already got a bunch of things named double to transfer. Usually these are things that have been traded to me. The IVs didn't go great, and then I can't really do anything with them from there except for transfer them, because you can't trade them on again. So I might as well get 2 candies instead of the 1 for the things that are harder to get, you know, like Gible, like Timber, things like that. And likewise, if I've caught something that's like a Gible that's not great IV, I've traded it to a friend, it didn't turn out any better, maybe they'll then keep that to transfer themselves on double candy transfer to get the most out of that transfer. I recommend labeling things in advance, especially for legendaries. Maybe you've got 10 Reshiram there and you're like, why do I have 10 of these? Which one do I, you know, on the night, you don't have to be thinking in like a 1 hour time period, oh, what do I transfer, what do I do? Label them in advance, you know, clear out just a couple, and you might as well get a few extra candies for it anyway. Additionally, the raid hour in Enigma Week as well, my guess is gonna be Deoxys or a boost to the featured raid Pokemon. Typically the raid hours have been, you know, the legendary or the 5-star raids, so my guess is Deoxys. And then rolling into Unova Week on the 14th. Again, keep in mind that the weekly events, I've got the times here in PDT. So Unova Week is going to be featuring, shock horror, Unova Pokemon. And thankfully, some nice new Unova Pokemon. My boy Emolga is finally going to be in the game. I love Emolga. Must protect Emolga at all costs. And I'm stoked that it's not a regional. So the following Pokemon will be appearing in the wild and in 7K eggs. Seawaddle, Cottony, and if you're lucky, I hate that terminology, Emolga. While we're here as well, here is Seawaddle and its evolution, its family. And here as well is Cottony and its family. Oh my god, like it's very whimsicott, very, very sweet, very precious. Additionally, we're gonna have a new regional appearing in the game, which is Bouffalant, the big buffalo Pokemon. That's going to be a regional to New York and its surrounding areas. That'll be in the wild and in 5K eggs if you live or play around New York and surrounds. I guess keep in mind, guys, some things like this are planned in advance. So I know that there's obviously like hey, maybe we can't travel to New York City because COVID, etc. I would have a suspicion this is like an event that's been, the Ultra Unlock has probably been, in the works and pre-planned for many months before we knew that this health crisis was going to be a thing. So it's, of course it feels like a bit of a weird thing to drop a regional mid-pandemic, but there's no rush to go out and get it. It's going to be there later on anyway. But yeah, that's a thing. And my dense self was like, why is Beaufort in New York? What does a buffalo have to do with New York? Did they used to be like wild buffalo? And I'm like, oh yeah, Buffalo, New York, like the location. Anyway, new regional. For this event, our shiny will be Roggenrola, new shiny, and also a fairly new Pokemon. I think I've only got like a handful of these guys, so it's a pretty nice one to see as a shiny, and it's got a nice shiny too. It's going to be in raids along with other Unova Pokemon. Additionally, for Gen 5 raids, we will have Genesect, and it can be shiny too. Again, really nice shiny. It's getting those good like mech vibes. So keep your eyes out for that. Additionally, if you guys haven't claimed your Genesect research yet, if you haven't finished that, I'd say hold off until Genesect shiny is like dropped, because once a shiny is in the game, as long as you haven't encountered that encounter in your research, it could be shiny. So fingers crossed. I'm sure there's someone out there who hasn't finished that research yet and might get lucky with a shiny out of it. Then going in through the Unova week into Tuesday, we're going to be having our bonus Spotlight Hour of Venipede with 2x Evolution XP. Raid Hour, again, my guess would be the Genesect. And the Unova week finishing up here on the Friday at 1 PM PDT. Nothing slated for the weekend of the 22nd, 23rd, at least at this stage. This could change, of course, going forward. And then the following week for the Tuesday is going to have the Spotlight of 2x Stardust for Geodude. Can be a shiny. And then the raid hour, who knows? I was going to say unknown, but I don't want you to get confused. Who knows at this point? It hasn't been announced. So yeah, this is how August is looking for now. Thankfully, nothing too crazy, but a good bunch of consistent 7-day events. Let me know in the comments down below which event are you looking forward to the most, or is there a particular feature from each event that you're most looking forward to? For me, I would say for the Dragon weekend. Gible's always a fun one. Hopefully they have some of the dragons popping in raids too that we can invite our friends to in remote raids. Just actually getting some more Dino would be nice, because I think I've got 2 and they're not the best IVs, and I know 2 is still quite a lot compared to a lot of other people. So stoked to get those in the research. For Enigma week, I think I'm looking forward to Deoxys. I haven't seen that bad boy in a while, so I wouldn't mind having a bit of a shiny hunt for it. Of course, the unknown for everyone that hasn't got one yet, I think it's gonna be fantastic. And for Unova week, definitely just some of the new Gen 5 Pokemon. Emolga is my guy. Emolga is protect Emolga. So yeah, let me know if there's a particular thing you guys are looking forward to as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new, please be sure to subscribe. Thank you to everyone who did leave a like as well. And if you'd like additional ways to support the channel, links for Patreon and the merch are in the description down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, noon, night, whatever time it is for you. I'll catch you guys in the next one.